Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence we did earlier in October, and we're flipping it for perspective possibilities.
Keith.
Please feel well to see, sense, and feel for yourself what shapes and symbols stand out and inspire your own psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on tarot and oracle in the spirit of October, some spooky ones, and we have ghost tube here for any audio additions that may inspire or irritate. Receive or release freely, of course. So Aquas, you know the drill. If you'd like to join me, to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Aquas, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. I got a lot of stuff happening over here in the next farm, so I apologize if there's like a weird background noise. Well, let's get at her. Oh, Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter, the Johnny Depp one with the red hair. But I feel calm. I have found whatever it was I was looking for. I'm no longer mad.
Keep recording.
I'm no longer mad. Two steps. I don't know if this is a dance, like a two-step dance, or two steps up to a house, up to a heart. But I'm seeing a plaid or a picnic basket heart. And there's little creatures here off to the side. I might even have two children. Some of you might have two children. They're just like part of your heart, like that plaid. Well, there's a lot going on down here as well. Give me a moment. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, comment. Feel free to comment below and inspire our interconnected nature. There's something happening up here very, very faintly. It's almost as if I'm seeing lights in the sky that are just coming through. Is that pain in the mind? Is this turned up well enough? I hope so. Like somebody also might have lost children. Condolences. I am seeing like, you know, like in the show The Big Bang Theory, and they have all the, I don't know if they're neutrons or whatever they are, science-y looking things. That's what I'm seeing down here. And they're moving and moving and moving. And it's like I have this bee or a hornet. I don't know if it's a choice or in a state that I'm in. Sometimes I'm very bee-esque. Other times I am a hornet. Or maybe there's hornets around you like pests. Not, defining the hornet as solely a pest. I'm sure there's more than meets the eye. Okay, so but I am going to follow that rabbit hole. Right here, there is a platypus owl. Platypus may have a symbology. I'm not sure what it is right off the hop, but it's something about the bill specifically. And the owl wisdom speaking. Like, so I don't know if somebody around you, Aquas, is like flapping their lips. It could be me right now. I apologize. Thank you for holding space for this yammerings. But or you're like closed lip over something. If there's been any pests around you, I feel as though you've caught them, because I'm seeing them as like chickens. You've caught them. And this took some doing. And it's, even if they're pests of your own mind or the way you're perceiving things, because I don't necessarily always want to project it out, and they are messengers for us to receive our within from without. There's a giraffe in there as well. A giraffe.
I'm leaving.
Okay, thank you for joining us. We're here for the Aquarius. Light is just off to the side if you're looking for the elevator up.
Again.
Elevator up. Treasure. These pests, these potential pests, even if they're of one's own perception, mind, whatnot, habits, They were protecting something I thought was a treasure, and it very well could be. It's also, okay, that was when it's very internal. When I wander to the external realm in the Aqua's aura, I feel as though like these pests knew I had something. The way I see. The way I see.
Hair.
Something about the Aquas. It's like others could, I don't know if they just blatantly know, maybe you've shared it with them, and then it's like one of those things where it's like, ah, darn it, they were not who I thought they were.
Back.
They knew something. I'm also seeing like crystal-eyed children in this. I have so much love in my head for things. You have a lot of patience, it feels like right now. A lot of patience. A lot of depth as well. Oh, okay. So, Aquas. The Mad Hatter's no longer mad. Maybe you've moved through grief. Maybe you've moved through mental blocks, emotional bearings. I feel as though, and insert what feels well to you, a baptism of sorts, a celestial surrendering. It's in water.
Bracelet.
I am in my state of oneness. Something about Kabbalah as well was coming through. So maybe it just could be some sort of religion, culture, faith. Any word feels well in which you've chosen to follow, to be a part of, to be friends with. I am purifying through a fountain that has been built with pieces of what I love. It's like I have been meticulously going to beaches, places, and I've been picking up trinkets along the way. Like, oh, this beach, this pebble stands out. This pebble stands out. And then I come home and I've been building something with it. The structure. Okay, because you've heard. Okay, thank you. I'll take the bottom one as well. Banshee, silence, apples. I'm going to follow the art first, but by all means, if you see, sense, or feel anything. The Banshee, it's like those pests down here. And now I'm sitting in silence as I am surrendering. I am no longer mad. And I don't necessarily mean like mentally mad. Maybe I'm not mad at myself. I'm focusing on what I really love. And what do I want to invest in? My time, energy. Like the things I literally have to my armchair is so squeaky. To exchange things for. Time. Attention. Do you know what I'm saying? And yes, there's something that's happened in a healing and rebirth with All Hallows Eve right underneath it. And now I'm sitting in this depth of this fountain that's very much so layered. And it's like that plaid I'm seeing, but there's like I think it's more famous or more popular kind of plaid. Like, is it Burberry, whatever, it's fine. And I am cloaked in the plaid of all of these people, places, and things. And it's a sweet embrace. to be like dunking out of the water. And it's like I can feel the aquas. And maybe you're also providing this for others. I want that to be known as well, because I feel like I was just invited to experience it. So aquas, you might be holding this space for others as well. Because it's like I could feel myself in the trust fall, taking any sort of religious context out of it, a trust fall. And I'm going to cross from the air to the surface of the water, and I feel the earth beneath my feet, but it's the earth beneath my feet under the water that will be released as I'm submerged in the silence. But the volatile sensations I feel in crossing that threshold in my ears, and I can feel the water. But I can feel your hands at my back where my wings would be. And you slowly, like, just, it's like when your kid's light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board. And I slowly raise up. And I take a breath. And I am held by the Aquarian aura to put my feet back on the ground under the water and stand tall. Breathe. Any of this makes sense? I don't know, but it was very, very lovely to go through. The apples is like up here of that plaid heart, this bushel of apples. And I know now.
Planet.
I don't even say anything. Being a guest in the Aqua Aura, so thank you. And if I didn't say so already, thank you for sharing and subscribing. You truly warm my haunted heart, and donating. You have no idea. I'm so grateful. And now with this bushel of apples, it's like, is it Snow White? Eat the apple. Again, you can see something. You have some sort of crystal clear vision about a person, an opportunity, a job, and you're not saying anything. But it feels like it just bugs them. But you can't say anything because that's not in the best interest of it. The apples that one may try to feed you could be poisonous or nutrients, but you are not interested. Healer, rebirth, All Hallows Eve. See, you see something. You see something. You see something, but you're not speaking it. There's a very ornate crown in there as well. I think it's like a crown. It feels like one of those really classic crowns. If you can imagine, and it's got the poof parts. There's poof parts to it. I don't know what it is. There's poof parts. I think I just like saying that because that was very, very fun.
Leave.
I feel as though around you there are people enticing you okay, I'm not going to just say people, places, or things, energies that have been imbued or embodied by
How are you?
Things. I'm good. How are you? And aquas, they try to seduce you, through dance or something. I don't know what it is. Or just their movements. Again, they try to say the right thing. Because I'm seeing, I think it's Snow White, the old woman with the apple. She knows what to say to potentially get her to take a bite. I feel as though at some point in time in your life you did take a bite and you fell asleep for a little bit. And now you're awake and you're again, it's not even rage. I'm not mad. I understand something. And that kind of ticks. I can't even call it an enemy frequency or an enemy energy because that just feels like I'm empowering that. And I don't want to do that.
iScry.
iScry. Aquas are, I think you guys are both healed. and healers in this rebirthing that you hold for
Lady.
others. And it's specifically like fire, water. No, it's all of the elements. Do you know what it's like? It's like going through that water ceremony. And then you guide me to a fire. And we hold hands of sorts to feel connected within, without, giving and receiving, this, that, left, right. But it's the heart space that is connected to the heat of the hearth we all share. And that is why the hands are to the side and like holding hands. So we feel that. The rebirth.
Close it.
All right. For those that are working through grief or connecting with spirit and are sensing, because you might even be helping others on, the other side, being mindful as the veil is thinning, and speaking to those which you wish to speak to into the air, maybe having a piece of wood around you to ground. Oh, excuse me. I'm seeing like a magic wand. Can I bring this down for a moment? Mirror fetch. Loyalty is in there as well. Yeah, the holding hands. Very, very loyal in what I love. Very, very, very loyal in what I love. As an aqua right now, thank you. My heart vessels are, those are those phoenixes in there. You know how in shows like the different cultures, they carry things on their head? Like whether it's water or baskets or something like that? That's what I'm seeing. No, I want that deck. Thank you. You're able to carry stuff. I don't know. Water. Wood. Okay, so there's balance here. There's balance. I'm also seeing kickstands. Like a tripod. You have this ability at certain spots of where you pause, where you want to do something, or just maybe the tripod means something to you. Aquas.
Revolting.
Okay, Aquas, I'm in this space right here. Like this is what I'm being drawn to, and I'm just trying to figure out what it is I'm seeing. Because I feel okay, that's fun. It's like in the chest breastplate. Okay, so that was more the feminine energy. I feel like now I'm in the masculine energy. At some point in time, there's anguish about something. I'm also seeing Catwoman. There might have been a woman that has passed or gave me a poison apple. Like maybe there was a relationship that just didn't work out for one reason or another.
Fire.
And it kind of came to pass. There's lots of disagreements. It's like, but you ate the apple. You're supposed to stay asleep. You're supposed to. And I'm not saying it's a feminine energy. How it was earthly expressed or how it was embodied is indifferent to me. You woke up in this relationship or resonance, personal or professional. Personal or professional. and you woke up, took the bandage off, like that mummy down here, like there's the head, and even see, or the Catwoman mummy, like, and she's in bandages. Now, of course, this could be you taking off the bandages because you're like, I'm ready to go. Your feminine energy is like, I'm ready to go. That is absolutely a storyline stepping through. I kind of feel like I'm hiding in the shadows like Catwoman right now. Like nobody knows that I'm paying attention. Nobody knows that I'm awake yet. But there is blatantly, if, at least for some aquas, that we're in a scenario where some sort of relationship with the feminine energy went awry. And you're like, no, I don't want this. Not interested, not returning. But it's almost like you can't, the more you even say no,
I'm not sure,
it brings about the Mad Hatter kind of feel. So it's, I don't want to say it's pointless, but you have to like be very mindful. Platypus, can't flap your lips. So when I'm in that space here, it's like I'm leaning back and I'm like, it kind of like is an anguish. I feel it has like X vibes. But I'm realizing as I'm working through that emotions on my own terms, being accountable in that dipping in the water and going through the fire, I'm like plucking out a chin hair that just,
13.
It feels like a porcupine prick. And I'm no longer empowering the rage because then I'm still connected into this back and forth and this back and forth. And they keep trying to get me to, to eat the apple and take the bait. It's almost more frustrating,
Louder.
But at least I'm not saying anything. Yeah, so I'm seeing this wonderful story down here at the bottom, and I am going to close out Aqua so I don't take up too much of your time. I'm right down in here. Okay, and I'm back in that walking with like beehive hair because I got honey in my mind. There's also a flower. I see a red rose. One, I remember those who have passed if this is working through any sort of grief. And I carry that rose with the purest amount of love possible. And I always remember them, especially if this has to do with maybe a partner has passed, or like I said in the beginning, something with children. And now we have the Two of Cups versus the Two of Swords. And when I'm open to a new relationship, it'll be like nectarous. Personal, professional, even if it's a new job. Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to keep a little things close to me, Aquas, is how I'm feeling. I'm not allowing my conflicts to constipate me moving forward, but I do kind of keep things close to me. It's like I remember what has been done by the pests, the being stung by the hornets, not the bees. That's my honey. That's my honey. But I'm going to put these, swords away. Again, I'm not saying something. My treasures. I'm not paranoid, but my treasures will not be taken from me.
Framed.
Whether it's money, person, or a partner, I'm seeing the coin, the Page of Pentacles, the gold of the pentacles as the honey that you're carrying on your head, like this beehive. Lots of things going on in here, but it all feels like it's all generating honey. The work that the hive of my mind is doing to generate honey, the honeycomb. And every so often it's like I can take a piece off it and really take a look at this and enjoy the fruits of my labor. And I give back. I'm giving something as like an offering. It's like, you make this honey and all the different things you can do with the honey. But I only need so much honey for the week, for the month, for the year. And whatever's left over isn't gone to waste. The aquas give it. I don't know to who or to what, because I kind of want to come back up here as like wherever my energy, my love is invested in. That's one of the benefits. And it's not like, oh, to have a benefit. It's just one of the blessings, one of the treasures of having an aqua in your life. And it feels so beautiful. Lots of honey. All right, Aquas, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And until next time, thank you for being here with me.